So here are the sunset. Sorry. Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Today I am super excited because we are going to be trying 3 new products from the brand VIEVE. So we're going to be looking at their cream bronzer, their liquid blush, and their liquid highlight. So right now on my face I literally just have concealer and foundation on. I don't have anything like bronzer wise, highlight wise, blush wise. So obviously this is when my face is like very large and in charge. So let's change that. We're going to start with the VIEVE Modern Radiance Cream Bronzer. I have this in 2 different shades, tan and medium. Comes in your typical VIEVE packaging. Wow, super slick packaging from VIEVE, though honestly I am not surprised at all by that. Jamie Genevieve always kicks it out of the park with the packaging. So it is a cream bronzer in a pan. Let's go ahead and open this. So this one is going to be in the shade medium. This is looking real warm, you guys, but I'm excited to give this a swatch. And then we have tan. This is probably going to be too dark for me, but we're going to try it anyway. You guys know that like I like a heavier bronzer look, mostly just because I am very pumpkin-y. So I like to look as defined as possible. Let's swatch. Oh my. Wow, this is definitely going to be more of a radiant bronzer. It is creamy and soft AF. We have medium here and then we have tan here. So I definitely actually do feel like, yeah, I'll probably do medium today. Tan I think is something that I will reach for in the summertime, mostly just because I do get fairly tan. So tan makes sense. So I am going to take a brush from the La Rose collection that they did with Janice Dowd. This is their Master Foundation brush. I actually like this more for applying my complexion products here. So just dipping into this. I'm going to actually do a little bit higher, not necessarily underneath my cheekbone, mostly just because this is for adding warmth to the skin, not exactly completely contouring. I think that's probably enough. And then we are going to add it to my forehead because I'm looking extra pale today. So let's pile on the bronzer, shall we? So to blend this out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my foundation brush that I used this morning and we are going to blend this out. Oh, look at that. It blended like a dream. Am I surprised? No. Wow, okay, this is super easy to blend. All right, for the one on my cheek, I'm going to blend it up. This is a lovely shade. I was really actually quite worried. When I first opened it, I was like, that's so warm. I was like, that's gonna just literally look like red on my face, but this is actually giving my skin beautiful warmth and so easy to apply. So I wanna see if it has picked up on my foundation at all as I was blending it out. I don't feel like it has, mostly just because as I was blending, it was like a very smooth process. I do not see any skipping. Everything actually looks really smooth. This is definitely not a matte bronzer. This is definitely a bronzer that's going to give you a lot of glow to your skin, a lot of radiance. Your skin is still going to look like it's still very hydrated. So like you're tan, but you're not crisp from the sun, right? So let's move on to the Sunset Blush Bombs. I like how the packaging is white on this one, like, but it has like all of the little gold like outlines. Still very aligned with the VIEVE packaging. Let me open up one of these and then I'll show you all 3 shades that I purchased. So it comes in a tube. Here's the VIEVE Sunset Blush Balm. This one is in the shade Pesca. You guys know I love the powder products as well that Jamie has come out with, so I'm excited to try these. Here are the swatches from my left to right. This is Pesca, Rosa, and then Piazza. Oh my gosh, these are so glowy. It is ridiculous. Formula-wise, I would say these are a lot thinner than kind of what I expected. So this is like a true liquid format. Like when I think about the VIEVE Skin Dew, which comes in like this packaging, this is a tiny little baby one that I have. This one is a lot more of like a gel formula. So this to me is like a thinner consistency, probably has a lot of like fluidity and elasticity. So I think it's going to be really nice to apply. You guys know which color I'm going to choose. I'm obviously going to choose Pesca because I am into the orangey spring blushes. A quick description of this is that it is a light buildable liquid blush, adds a very natural veil of radiant color to the cheeks, apply a small amount to the cheeks either alone or over makeup, and builds for a bolder blush. So we are going to take this on my finger and dab this right here. Chances are I'll probably add more just because lately I've been like super into the blush. Gonna take that foundation brush and dab this on. That's really pretty. So I definitely say this shade, you can probably go a little bit heavier just because it is such a light color. Let's keep building. That was so easy to apply, like that was ridiculous. All right, let's see how it looks on the face. Has it picked up the foundation? Has it picked up the bronzer? And no, actually everything is looking really cohesive right now. So I did want to add also that I do have a layer of powder underneath my eyes just for setting down my concealer. Like I didn't put it too much over here, but it is starting to encroach into this area, and like this blush balm just lay right on top of that, like it was no big deal. So the last product we have is the Nova Glow Liquid Light. I have this in Holy Chic and Bijou. So this is supposed to be a high impact liquid highlighter that gives the look of glass skin whilst delivering serious staying power. Okay, so it does have a doe foot precision applicator, spotlight the high points of the face, and blend with a brush, fingers, or sponge one side at a time. Oh, interesting. Okay, here it is with the two swatches. So we have Bijou here, and then we have Holy Chic here. Just looking at these, okay, the shine of this is actually different than the Skin Dew. Let me also swatch Skin Dew for you guys so that you can see what it looks like. You can definitely tell like all three of these products are very much like high shine, but even just next to this, like I can feel that Skin Dew is just that like gel, creamy texture, whereas these actually have already more or less dried down. So that is actually very interesting. Let's give this a shot. So we are gonna go with the Holy Chic shade. I feel like it's the closest to Skin Dew. So applying to the high points of our cheeks. I mean, honestly, this like blush balm is already so beautiful that I'm already very glowy. Dab, dab, dab. Ooh. Ah, I see what she means by one side at a time. I can follow instructions, just not today in the morning when I haven't had a lot of coffee yet, okay? Just don't judge me. But yeah, this side blended in a lot easier. This side blended in a little bit later. Everything is looking so glowy today. I can't even handle how beautiful all of this looks. Like, get out of here. I kind of want to add more. You know what? Ooh, let's add Bijou on top. This is definitely a much lighter formula, so I'm not going to add as much. Oh, yeah. Oh, that just, okay. That literally just made my skin pop. I'm curious to see what she means by that it actually sets down and has staying power. Like, okay, we're gonna let it set and then we'll come back and see kind of what she means by that. So with the Skin Dew, I feel like it never sets completely, so like you can still kind of move it around your face. Like that flexibility is always there. I will definitely say it feels like the liquid highlight on the back of my hand, like once that sets down, like you can't really move it. Definitely very, very different of a formula. Now it just kind of depends on what you like more. I love all kinds of highlights, okay? I am an equal highlight opportunist. So I really like how everything looks so far. I love how everything layers on my face. Like, this is an incredibly radiant look. I love how healthy my skin looks. You guys know how these reviews go. I never do just first impressions on my channel, so I will be back at the end of the week to let you guys know my final thoughts on all of these products. So far, from a first impressions perspective, like, I really like everything. All right, I'll see you guys at the end of the week. Hey everyone, welcome back. It is now the end of the week, so let's talk about our final thoughts on the VIEVE complexion products. No surprises, loved everything that we tested out. I do have a couple of thoughts though that I want to share with you. So in terms of the Sunset blush bombs, I definitely do feel like this is a product where if you are someone who likes a lighter blush, you're a little bit intimidated by really, really pigmented liquid blushes, this is a great place to start. If you're someone who just wants to go in with a high impact product like right away, this might not be super up your alley unless you are totally okay with building this product. On the days when I felt like I needed to just get pigment like on my face and like get out of there like right away, I would definitely reach for Piazza. This is the deepest shade that I have from her collection. This one is actually what I'm currently wearing right now. Gives me a beautiful glow to the skin, gives me enough color that I don't need to layer multiple layers on top. I definitely found myself when I wanted to be like very blushy, I would definitely have to like layer both Rosa and Pesca, but I don't have any issues with that because they layer beautifully on top of each other. The Nova Glow liquid highlights, man, I actually really, really liked these products. I found myself reaching for Bijou more just because I do think because it's a brighter shade, it gives you a little bit more impact. It was something that I definitely want to use in the winter time. When I get really tan, I think that's when Holy Chic is going to come into rotation. These dry down and have incredible staying power, which is awesome for a liquid highlight. Do I think that this is going to replace Skin Dew? No, I still really, really love Skin Dew. There's a time and place for each of these products. I feel like Skin Dew is going to be perfect for when my skin really needs an extra hit of hydration. On the days when I feel like my skin is already looking pretty hydrated, we'll go with the Nova Glow Liquid Highlight. Bronzer, I have no like concerns with either of these. I wound up actually using tan on the days when I was like, my face is like bloated and I just need a lot of assistance in carving out my cheekbones. So definitely, I'm very glad that I actually picked up both of these shades. I am actually only wearing medium today. You can tell that it gives me a beautiful, gorgeous bronze to the skin. Now, my final thoughts on this product is that they can all be used on top of powder, which is crazy. So there was definitely a couple of days where I would put on my foundation, put on my concealer, and I would powder down my whole face and then be like, oh my God, I forgot to actually use these products. And I was like, well, that's the perfect time to test them. These perform wonderfully on top of like a mattifying powder. I actually used a loose powder underneath this. I also used the VIEVE mattifying powders, and everything layers so nicely on top. Like, it's literally, I was actually kind of rather confused by how awesome it looked with powder underneath it. Like, I was like, whoa. For the bronzer and the blush, by the way, if you are someone who tends to get really, really oily throughout the day and you want these products to last forever on your skin, I would highly recommend just taking a mattifying powder, like obviously a translucent one, and lightly just kind of tapping it on your face to set these products in place. Use a good setting spray and then you will be good to go for the entire day. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this entire review on VIEVE's complexion products. If you like this, please feel free to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and I will see you guys actually not next week because we're going to be skipping a week. G Brown and I are going on a much needed vacation, so I will see you guys in 2 weeks. Thanks for watching.